working for a living at all. That's your shot of the morning. A massive billboard in Times Square slamming Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yup, it says Amazon pullout. Thanks for nothing, AOC, and was paid for by the conservative group Job Creators Network.
They blame the Democratic Socialists for Amazon canceling its New York headquarters, which will cost 25,000 jobs and billions of dollars of economic activity in New York. She tweeted back essentially that this particular ad was being placed by some folks who are aligned with the president to try to make her look bad. Let's go to Dana Lash. She's a nationally syndicated radio host and the host of the Dana Show. Joins us right now from Texas.
Hey, Dana.
What do you make of this billboard talking about how AOC helped derail the Amazon deal?
Well, the truth hurts, doesn't it? She's exactly responsible, I think, for this, and that's why there are other lawmakers from the state of New York going at her as well. I talked to a lot of people when I was up in New York just recently. I was on my way to Connecticut to speak at Yale, and I heard from a number of people that they were, I mean, these are just working class people who are upset with the tax revenue that is being lost because of her actions in this area. She thinks it's because she was attacking Republicans on Twitter saying, well, people think I don't understand what I'm talking about. Because you don't.
Yeah.
She was actually tweeting that there's $3 billion sitting around somewhere that that New York was just giving to Amazon. She has an egregious financial illiteracy problem. And I think maybe she needs to get a refund on her degree.
Well, can you believe she was celebrating? I mean, this is a major company. It could bring billions of dollars. It could bring lots of jobs. And she was celebrating that we lost the deal.
Yeah, a lot of good paying jobs, 25,000 jobs coming into that area, and billions of dollars of tax revenue. That would, have gone a long way to help restore and fix up the infrastructure that she was talking about. She said that it wouldn't have been able to support that. That's what that tax revenue that you're not getting was actually going to go towards supporting and assisting, and you just cost all of that for your constituents.
Right. And listen, when you have 200 cities competing for the same company, you have to sweeten the deal. Some people weren't happy with the type of deal that Amazon got, but that's what happens when you're a corporation that's the fastest growing maybe in the world, and they promise to come. You got to swap to do this. They made a mistake, though, by not being more transparent with the negotiations. And Mayor de Blasio blames Amazon, by the way, for pulling out just because of a little heat. They didn't need it. They don't need to be protested. This should have been a trophy ceremony. Instead, it was a protest platform.
Exactly. And I completely agree with some of the criticisms on the negotiations as well. And I don't like giving these sweetheart deals to companies that are coming in while penalizing the companies that have been there, adding to the tax base for years and not giving them, these same opportunities. But this is how the game works until the game is changed. But this is how the game works. And they missed out on billions in revenue in the process. Now, was it worth it? Was it worth it for all of those people in the end when you do the math? No, it wasn't.
She did tweet out after that ad came out, a few things effectively communicate the power we've built in fighting dark money and anti-worker policies like billionaire-funded groups blowing tons of cash on whack billboards. When we're talking about this one is funded by the Mercers, who have been big supporters of Donald Trump.